Welcome to the Ozone, live from Koreatown on another hot and steamy day in Los Angeles. How, boy, is it hot out here. Bring it on.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, Boston Mike live on the Ozone. Where have you been, my friend?
Greetings from Titletown. All we do is win. No matter what.
No matter what, DJ Khaled moved to Boston. Who knew?
That's right. He was singing about Belichick and Ortiz.
Oh, that's what we're talking about right now.
In there.
Yeah, we're talking about
me.
Let's jump in. We're talking about it right now. Now, T-Bone over here feels like Parcells is still a better coach than Belichick. Speak on this.
Stop. Belichick is so superior. Next week, this Sunday, he's actually going to take a junior high school JV quarterback, and he's going to start him for the Patriots against the Bills. Dude, in Bill we trust, man. In Bill we trust.
Yeah, Parcells. Because without Bill Parcells, there is no Belichick.
Oh, come on. Bill would have been a star. Cream rises.
And Bill Parcells rose all the way to about 4 or 5 organizations and to make them better. I've seen Belichick do it in one place.
Belichick has won 7 rings. He's won 7 rings.
I'm not to knock him.
Who else?
Not to knock him. Bill Parcells takes the whole organization by the throat, squeezes out all the garbage, and then he takes the whole organization to the top, and then he leaves.
Yeah, and what did he do with the Jets? And what did he do with Dallas?
He actually had the Jets looking halfway decent.
Oh, come on, please.
So
Jets,
talk to me.
They're pathetic.
Talk to me though.
Listen.
But tell me this about Boston. Talk to me about the Patriots. What's going on in Foxborough? How in the world do you take every single quarterback that steps up and make him look like an all-star? And it's got people saying, so is Tom Brady really that great? Is Tom Brady better than Peyton Manning?
Tom Brady is the system.
I agree.
The system was developed for Tom Brady. Tom Brady is the system. He brings these guys under his wings, and then we pawn them off to other teams. Look at Matt Castle. Come on.
Exactly.
Hey, Matt Castle should buy that guy. He should buy. He should forever buy Tom
Brady a beer.
Yeah. He should pay his mortgage insurance.
He can only get a beer out.
He got a crazy contract after he left New England.
That Houston game. Now. Dino Scarnecchi, thank God he's back running our offensive line. Now, J.J. Watt, I didn't realize that he wasn't on the he DNP'd in that game because he didn't show up.
You know what?
Oh,
what? The thing about J.J. Watt, which he's a great defensive player, but I come to find he's like what was that? Kevin Long or what it was that used to play for the Rams? When you run at them, they're not as effective.
Huh?
No,
he's good chasing.
When you get in his face, you punch him in the nose. He doesn't work well.
Yes,
Kevin Green
doesn't play well with others.
Kevin Green, you're talking about a bully syndrome.
Yeah.
You run right at them, and then they're not as effective.
But no, let's keep it on the Patriots. I have to say I'm really impressed, and I can't wait to see what they do with Tom Brady when he gets back because he's coming back with that fire and the vitriol. He's going to make the league pay. You really helped him out because you gave him 4 weeks off.
Right.
They got those pictures of him chilling in Spain with his babe.
Canning his ass. Listen, my secret weapon for the Patriots, and this kid can play. Malcolm Mitchell, from Georgia. They picked him up in the 4th round.
Right.
That kid has wheels, and he can play football.
I'm more impressed with the defense, to be honest.
Yeah, I am too.
They got rid of Chandler Jones and act like it was nothing. They just kept high-stepping on.
Bill Belichick is great at that.
He is great at that. He seems to know how to scout people's talent better even than the other team.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he can scout the opposing team's strengths better than even their own coach knows.
There's only a couple of guys that got rid of premature, Willie McGinnis and, Rodney Harrison.
No, it's Richard Seymour, I'd say. He left him a little too early.
Uh-huh.
Seymour,
but you can't be 100%. What can you do?
No, but listen. You look at Grable. Grable was nothing, a shell the second he left here. He was an All-Pro, and then he was and listen, I love Will Fork. Will always be one of my favorite players of all time. But he's nothing there in Texas. He's not Vince.
He's not the same. He's not the same.
No,
because he used to plug it up.
Yeah.
And now tell me this: no team would have ever done to that Patriots squad what just happened to that Houston squad with Vince in the middle, when he was out there in Foxborough. No way. Not 400-pound Vince.
Yeah.
And by the way, why do they list Vince at 330? Why do they lie about that?
You're lying.
He hasn't been 330 since 8th grade.
Oh, my goodness. So I'm looking at the schedule. Talk to me. What's going to be the toughest game here? Maybe the Steelers? Maybe the Seahawks if Wilson is strong? Or what about them L.A. Rams back on the scene?
Listen, the Steelers have been found out. They
sure
joke.
did. I don't know if they're a joke, but they got found out last week.
Well, things are about to change. Le'Veon Bell's coming back this week.
Suspect. Yeah. Well, I tell you, the toughest team on that schedule is Roger Goodell. Because he'll come up with some other way to find us to say that we're cheating or something. He's the only reason why that the Patriots, even last year, I mean, God damn, these guys, the Patriots should have won the Super Bowl last year. And Belichick was too big for his own britches, and I have to give that. He it's almost like he laid down those 3 games against Philly, against the Jets, and against Miami.
I didn't understand that. I agree with you.
It blows my mind. I think he was trying to test the team, tell them we're going to have to try to win on the road.
But what purpose did that serve? You went up to Denver and got worked.
They did. They got jobbed up there with a crappy quarterback. A cheating crappy quarterback.
Whoa! I think that the toughest period on the schedule is going to be the first 2 weeks of December. On the 4th, you got the Rams, and the Rams got a good defense. They still can't seem to put the ball in the end zone the way I'd like them to. They did better last week. But the 12th, you got the Ravens. December 12th against the Ravens is going to be a good game.
I think they're going to lose this week.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Against the Bills?
Yeah, I think the Bills.
Are you high?
Yeah. Actually, I am. I am.
Actually, Terry is high. He just had his wisdom teeth pulled out, and he's on some sort of narcotic.
I can see maybe the only loss, because Seattle's at home. Their only loss might be Broncos in Denver. But Bill will confuse the crap out of that young quarterback, the young rookie quarterback there, and I think that they could possibly go undefeated, because I just don't see anybody else. The Rams, come on, that coach with the bad haircut, come on, Bishop.
He's got a name.
Come on, man, he's stuck in the 80s.
He's got a name. It's Fisher.
Dude, he is a loser. He has not won anything in his life.
I agree.
Dude, he's terrible. The Ravens. All right, the Ravens aren't the Ravens.
They have great defense.
They got great defense. In 3 weeks, they probably allowed 20 points, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, no. I won't take anything away from. But once again, it's a Harbaugh that's running the show there.
Yeah, man.
He has the Patriots numbers.
Yeah, them boys know what they're doing.
Yeah. Well,
them brothers know what they're doing over there.
Too. Yeah, Bill has his number too. I mean, in that playoff game. He's the reason why that
fool dropped the pass is the reason that you guys won that game. And I lost money on that game, on him dropping that pass.
They beat the Patriots twice in big games.
Yeah, they sure have.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that was the one before. But that wasn't that one. That was the I know what you're talking
See?
about.
You think I didn't know what I was talking about? I got money on that game. I lost that game. It really hurt my feelings.
That was when they went to Indy for the Super Bowl, where they lost on that pass where he couldn't catch it. Yeah.
What was that kid's name? Courtney Lee, I think. What was that guy's name?
Courtney Lee.
Mike, what was that guy's name? Yeah, Courtney Lee plays. The guy on the Ravens. I can't remember his name, but he dropped the ball.
Is it not Tory?
No, it wasn't a name. No, they cut him. They cut him right afterwards.
Yeah, I know.
And I got a call to hang out with him in Miami. I was like, you owe me about 5 G's. I don't know if we can kick it. Yo, so listen to this. So let's switch gears. We know that you're pro Patriots. Patriots 16-0, maybe even 19-0 on their way to another Super Bowl championship.
Oh.
Which, by the way, realistically, would cement Tom Brady as the greatest quarterback of all time and would cement Bill Belichick as the greatest coach of all time.
They're already the greatest coaching quarterback of all time. We already know that.
You can never call them the GOAT while they're still playing. This is the problem that I have. And nobody's got more respect for Brady than I do. And this run without Brady has made my respect for Belichick go through the ceiling.
Right.
And how about Jimmy Garoppolo?
That's what I wanted to talk about.
You know what the only difference is? But you know what the only difference is with these guys is that we don't know what they're going to do in crunch time. We know what Tom's going to give you in crunch time.
We know what touchdown Tom is giving.
He's going to give it to you. You can never. The game is never over.
Jimmy G stands right in that pocket.
He looks great.
And he'll wait to the left. You know who he reminds me of, and which kind of scares me, is a Tony Romo type.
No, don't say
that. He
that.
has a lot of guts. Both going to the same school. He's got a lot of guts, and he has a lot of talent. but he might be able to get too hurt. I think he doesn't know how to fall, and he doesn't know how to protect himself. He's only 6'2", he's a small guy compared to the bigger guys like a Brady who's 6'5".
Right.
But and that really makes a difference. You got a beast like a Roethlisberger, but I mean this kid here, he has a heart of a lion, and I think
but the body of a lamb
is the real deal too.
Nah.
Yeah.
No, I think that other kid was a real deal too. Hey man, I'm so impressed. I really can't say enough about
great organization
because that's the organization. That's the organization saying, you know what? What if something does happen to Brady? I need a guy who can step in. He's not going to be Brady, we know that, but I need a guy. And then what if he gets hurt? I need another guy there who can step in.
It took the 2016 for New England to finally have a black starting quarterback.
Right.
Welcome to Boston. Well, you guys still employing stop and frisk out there? Are you guys open about it? Is it blacks and Latinos only?
Let's not go there. First U.S. Senator, first black U.S. Senator in the United States was from Boston, Massachusetts. Okay.
All right. We'll get out of the Chappaquiddick.
Slavery was Massachusetts. Okay. We'll go it.
We'll get out of it. But where I do want to go, because one of the most multicultural teams now, which was one of the latest to adopt, because if you remember being out on Ellis Island,
Pump C Green.
If you remember being out on Ellis Island back in the 90s and the 80s, nowadays the Boston Red Sox actually personify multiculturalism, and they also personify winning.
All loved.
And they're all loved. Baby. And I'm here to tell you, if you rebrine the podcast at the beginning of this season, I've been screaming Red Sox and Giants from the top of the roof. And somehow or another, the Giants completely lost their mojo and fell apart.
And now it's Red Sox and Dodgers.
And now it's looking like Red Sox and Dodgers.
How about, do you think the Dodgers over the Cubbies, huh?
I still think the Cubs are too young.
And not only that, even if you're not,
paper tiger.
They're going to have to see.
I think the Cubs are paper tiger.
Yeah, me too.
They're going to have to see. They're going to have to see Kershaw twice at least, and no team out there is going to be able to beat him twice.
And if St. Louis sneaks in, I wouldn't count St. Louis out. They're a good offensive team too.
Pittsburgh is the one that's on the move.
But listen, how about my Boston Red Sox?
Let's talk about the Red Sox.
Something, all right?
That's what I want to hear about.
All right, we tore the heart out of the New York Yankees.
Wow.
They were 3 games back.
Wow.
They were 3 games back when we started that. But and now the Red Sox had only won 3 games that come from Heimdall games in the 9th inning or from the 8th inning on this whole season. And then our winning streak, we won 5 of 11 from comebacks. Man. This is insane.
They got hot at the right time. They're playing their best baseball at the right time. You cannot get David Ortiz out.
No.
Dustin Pedroia is up there busting ass at the top of the lineup. Hanley Ramirez, you know what? Hanley Ramirez has been one of the best hitters in all of baseball his entire career, but you have to be able to get his mind right. He needs a Belichick type, and apparently John Farrell is that because he has him focused and he has him playing the game the right way.
The whole year.
The whole year.
He was embarrassed. See, last year he was embarrassed because he didn't want to play. He didn't want to play left field,
yeah.
And he was embarrassed.
Yes.
So he faked that injury, and that's one thing you can't do with someone like Hanley. You can't embarrass him. And they embarrassed him.
I agree. That's good insight.
Yeah.
Coming back and playing first base, I thought was a great move for them. And that was, that was Dealer Dave who put that in place last year. He wanted them to do it when he first came over here, when they fired Sherrington and brought Dealer Dave in.
Really, Dombrowski's the one who looked for that. And Dombrowski also brought in Price, who right now is lights out.
Oh, listen, in May when everybody was calling for his head, I was calmer voices prevailed because I was like, this guy is a stud. He has always been a stud. He's making an adjustment. That's it. But Hanley Ramirez in the last 11 games is down 366 with 5 dingers. And you know what? He is a legendary postseason beast.
He sure is.
Beast in the postseason.
And don't even bring up David Ortiz. Don't even talk about David Ortiz in the postseason. Forget about it. I expect a lot out of these guys, and what was huge was getting Craig Kimbrell back, and now you got O back, you got Abad out there, you guys got depth in the bullpen. The starting lineup, forget about it. You got Benintendi, you got Sandy Leon, you got Bogarts. This lineup is murderer's row. I'm here to tell you, these guys can beat you.
Ziegler, Robbie Ross, Matt Barnes. Do you know that they actually set this is their all-time record for strikeouts by their relief pitchers. They've already shattered their previous record of strikeouts in the season for relief pitchers, and I had it here somewhere. But I think it's 485 already from their relief pitchers. And you know what? They're starting pitching right now. I love Buchholz's pitching. Since
Yeah.
He looks great.
He looks great. And you know what? And I dropped the ball. I dropped the ball and took him out. I dropped the ball and took him out my fantasy championship, and it just cost me the championship.
and listen, Rodriguez is a real deal.
Oh, no question. He just needs a little guidance. But you can see when he comes out and he's focused, man, he'll shut you down. He keeps you in games. He's hard to hit. He got late movement on his ball.
13 strikeouts against that JV team in Tampa the other night.
Yeah,
but his ERA has been in the last 13 games is a 3.1.
Do you think they're going to be able to beat Texas? Do you think they're going to be able to beat Texas?
Come on, Texas.
Hey, man, Mike, don't underestimate the Texas Rangers. The Texas Rangers are legit.
The only team I'm worried about, because Texas pitching is anywhere near us. The only team that I'm worried about that can match up with us is Detroit.
Detroit is not a problem.
Detroit is not a problem. Detroit doesn't even. Detroit can't close games. When the game goes to the bullpen, Detroit is dead in the water.
But they got those two starters. They got those two starters that can be a beast.
I think Fulmer's going to be. I think Fulmer's going to tire when we get to October.
He's doing it already.
He's already doing it, and they keep messing around with everybody's pitching schedule. Oh, we pitch you, 5 days 1 week, and then 7 days the next week, and then 10 days. Same reason that Aaron Sanchez is starting to run into problems out there in Toronto. I tell you what, the biggest and best thing, in my opinion, that's happening for the Red Sox is that by winning this division, if they can go ahead and seal it up, they're not going to have to mess around with these one-game playoffs.
Right.
Nobody wants to get involved in a one-game playoffs with anybody from the American League East.
Right.
That's a problem. That's a serious problem. I'm going to leave you with a quote here from Winston Churchill. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Take care, folks. Life is short. Carpe the hell out of your demons.
Put the cameras on me. I'm just living the